Hi everybody, it's Jeff Smith, Smitty here with the HomeSmiths Team at Keller Williams. I appreciate you stopping by to check out our blog this month. What I want to do is really bring you up to speed with the Denver real estate market, kind of let you know where we're at year to date and then, year over year. Before we get into these amazing numbers, and really October has shattered so many records. Before we get into that, I want to bring your attention to two special links here. One, if you want to search for homes available for sale, there's a home search button. And if you want to get just kind of a preliminary idea of what your home might be worth, a good place to start is our home evaluation link. All right, I appreciate that. Now, let's dive into this record-breaking October, all right? Now, please remember that everything is based on supply and demand. So what's going on with supply and demand combined is going to equal what our results are. And our results being, how long does it take to sell a home, your days on market, what prices will do in the short term, and then how much we might get, per what we're asking for a home, your list to sale ratio. So we're going to kind of go over all of those points and see what this means for us. Okay, let's start on the supply side. Supply side of things would be 6,100 homes were brought to market in October. Okay, that's slightly down from September by about 7%. So maybe we're seeing a little bit of that seasonal trend, that little seasonal drop off from sellers putting their house on the market that we would usually see. However, based on where we were last October, our inventory increase, our supply side of things is up by 12%. So I like to refer to this as kind of the wave, if you will. This crazy Corona year, you have the wave that starts out in the ocean, and then there's a trough to it where there's a dip, and that dip is kind of what I relate to our shutdown this summer, the early, or I guess I should say spring, but that slow start to that market, and that's the trough. And then what we've been riding here for the last several months is that crest of the wave as it comes into shore. And so rather than a seasonal drop off, we're kind of seeing that wave continue on through this latter half of the year, latter part of the year. So if that makes any sense at all, we'll talk waves. But so 12% over last October, and that's a record. So record inventory increase for the month of October, okay? Keep in mind, again, 6,100 homes, so keep that number in your mind there. Now, supply, the current, where it is at the end of the month, after our sales and our pending and after our pending and our closed has been taken out of there, how many homes were we left over at the end of October, okay? About 4,400 homes, just slightly more than that, but let's call it 4,400 homes available. Okay, that also is a record. It's 46%, let's call it 50% less than this time last year. So, no wonder you're out looking for a house right now and you're feeling like it's tough. You're not seeing new listings coming available as much, or, it's difficult out there. Well, no wonder. You have 50% less inventory than we had last year. That's pretty drastic. That's a record breaker, okay? That leaves us with a 3-week supply of homes. Okay, and I want to put this in perspective for you. 3 week supply with all types, all sizes, all 11 counties of our Metro Denver area. So whether it be a condo, a multi-million-dollar mansion, we have 3 weeks of homes available in all price ranges in 11 counties, okay? Based on our current demand to have a market in equilibrium, okay, a 6-month inventory market, our market could support 38,000 active homes, okay? 38,000, and how many do we have? 4,400 homes available. So you can see that really puts things into perspective of what our inventory, how constricted it is, all right? Now, let's look on the other side of the equation now into the demand side of things, okay? And I want to start, the demand side really has two parts to it. There is a past part, which are the close that we reference for a particular month, and then there's the future closings that will happen, and we will rank those each month, and we call those pending, okay, or those homes that have gone under contract, all right? So let's first look at the pending. We had 6,158 homes go pending, right? Now, if you recall, we had 6,100 homes come available and 6,100, just slightly over, go pending for the month of October. Also a record breaker here, and that's pretty amazing. We absorbed everything that we brought to market, okay? And that is really our future. So I predict that when we talk about November numbers, we're going to see record-breaking Novembers also, because it's pretty easy to say that our pending is going to close this month in November, and we'll have a record breaker again. So those that have closed, okay, we are, compared to last year, we are 24% higher number of closed, okay, that's our past, so our closed, 24% higher than we were last October. And for the entire year, we're up by 5%. So all the homes that have sold up to date through today, as compared to 2019, same time period, we're up 5%. So we've broken records there, another record, amazing. So we look at supply, demand, both that demand part, the future and the past part, all right? And what is that going to do in the short term to prices? Well, you got it right. Price pressure is getting pushed up, okay? Price pressure getting pushed up, and we're seeing increases. Now, increases year to date, we're about 7% year to date. If you took all the homes available or that have actually closed this year and took the average sale price, it's up over last year by 7%. So, you know, can you 100% say that your house went up by 7%? No, of course not. There's too many other local micro factors that play into that. Maybe it was higher, maybe it was lower, but overall 7% on average. Okay, if you looked at the month of October alone as compared to last year, average sale price, and I am combining both single family and condos, we were up October sale prices 16% higher than they were October of last year. So we're selling some more expensive houses this month of October than we did last year in 19, okay? So your house probably may or may not have gone up 16%. That would be quite a bit, but that was that. Now, also the pressure on time on market is going to get pressed down, which is really good news as a seller. Days on market, from October last year, we're down about 10 days. Okay, really on average, again, condo, townhome, single family, all combined, we're 3 days less than last year. We're about 24 days on the market. All right. So really that is it. We looked at list to sale ratios. I don't have that number for you, but I'm going to bet with the competition, we're very close to 100%, if not more, in most cases on what our sellers are achieving out there. And so really, what's driving the market? I don't know that we're so much, if this were a normal typical year, we'd be talking about these numbers. We'd probably be, okay, so what? We're kind of matching last year, exceeding in some areas, but big deal. You would expect that growth in the marketplace, etc. I think what makes these numbers so important and so interesting is that we all life kind of stopped for us. Everybody, everywhere, life just stopped, and we didn't know what was going to happen. A lot of fear involved, and what does this mean for our investments, our not only our rental properties but our primary residence? What is our equity going to do? How is all this corona is going to affect us and our financial positions? Well, that's, I think, where we're looking at such great news here and incredible records that are being broken, is because of all the corona shutdown, that trowel where we were shut down, and then this wave that we're seeing again. And I guess the gist of it is that life goes on. Why do people buy and sell homes? There's another video I have, but we've got, maybe 6 major things, life-changing things in someone's life And those 6 factors are why they would move, why they would buy a new home or sell a home. It's, either having a new baby, maybe there's a death in the family, an illness, we're getting a new job, or we've lost a job, income going up or going down, so just a lifestyle change. Maybe kids are going off to college. Again, maybe we're having new babies. Something is going on in life to be the catalyst to make that move. And I think the moral here of this story, or what I'm really getting out of all of this, is that, corona or no corona, life goes on. And because of that, there's still a need for real estate, okay? And so, if you're a buyer, I guess my advice that would come out of this is, if you're a buyer, be patient. Start your search early, all right? Be flexible. Get pre-qualified, one of the most important points, so you can act like a cash buyer when it comes down to finding that right home. So get pre-qualified. Hire an expert negotiator. Even if you're using another real estate broker, haven't met me yet, call me. I'd be happy to, give you some input. Use me as a sounding board, okay? But hire an expert negotiator that knows how to negotiate, deal with competing offers, how to win your offer over other offers, okay? Dealing with, appraisal issues, inspection issues, just how to get you the very best price without overpaying and get you through to a closing. Now, if you're a seller, some strong advice, no matter what the market is prepping of that home. When we go walk through your home or give you advice on that home, we're going to talk about things that you can do to your home so that you don't overspend and you can earn $1 on any output that you lay out to prep for the sale. But 90% of the success that you will have, the dollars that you will put in your pocket, has to do with the prep work ahead of time, ahead of going to market. Okay, so always that preparation. All right, not so much patience needed on the seller side. Okay, but it's really about making sure that you have the right strategy, the right negotiator in your corner. Okay, this is not a market where it's about finding a buyer. Okay, I mean, literally, I put my real estate coat on my dog, and my dog can go out and find a buyer for my home today. I say that jokingly, but it's not really about finding the buyer. It's about finding the one buyer who will pay the most amount of money, okay, and get to a successful closing, okay, and not have to go through 1, 2, 3 different buyers and mess up your time schedule, right? So working with somebody who knows how to deal with competing offers, the strategy of when do I accept an offer? Is it the highest offer that I should take? Is it the first offer that I should take? Is it the one that's put the most down payment? All of these different things can come into play, but each and every case is different. So making sure that you have somebody that's gone through those different sales scenarios before and can give you that expert advice. All right. So really, I want to first of all thank each and every one of you for being either a client of mine or just simply watching our blog here. I appreciate that. I want to say happy holidays coming up to you this next week of Thanksgiving. And what I like to do with everyone is schedule at least a once a year home checkup. All right. So if you give me a call, we'll schedule a time to have a virtual coffee. We'll look at your house in particular, but your neighborhood. We'll look at market trends, what's selling, what's active, what's gone under contract. We'll get an idea of your equity position. Look at your interest rate. Should I refinance? Okay, I've got lenders who will not charge anything whatsoever on the bank side to get you a refinance. Maybe you need to pull some cash out for whatever it may be in your life going on, and that could be one of the best sources is your home equity. All right, so we can go over that. It's really a good idea to understand this is an investment for you and to understand what your value of your home is. Okay, you might be surprised at what you have there. So please call me once a year. Let's have that conversation. Okay, I appreciate it. And as always, we're here to provide expert advice, guaranteed results, and I thank and appreciate each and every one of you. So until next time, thank you very much.